Today, we are going to reveal something truly shocking. New cockpit audio from the tragic NASCAR plane crash that claimed the life of Greg Biffle, his family, and close friends. The sudden loss of Biffle, an icon in the racing world, left fans and the motorsports community reeling. This newly released audio provides a raw and unfiltered look into the final moments of the flight, the critical decisions made by the pilots, and the sequence of events that led to the devastating crash. By analyzing the audio alongside reconstructed flight paths, we can begin to understand the extreme challenges faced by the crew in those final moments. The aircraft carried highly experienced individuals. Greg Biffle himself was a licensed pilot, while Dennis Dutton, a retired Delta Airlines captain, brought decades of professional flight experience. Also on board was Dennis's son, Jack Dutton, who held a pilot's license as well. While the NTSB has not confirmed who was at the controls during the critical final moments, speculation suggests Dennis Dutton may have been the pilot in command, seated in the left seat with Jack as first officer on the right. Typically, the first officer handles radio communication, coordinating with the captain during emergencies, which makes it plausible that the voice heard in the audio belongs to Jack, though this remains unconfirmed. The audio conveys a tense, high-pressure environment. From the initial moments, the pilots were actively dealing with mechanical problems, reportedly a right engine failure that required immediate attention. The crew coordinated with nearby traffic, ensuring the runway was clear as they prepared for an emergency landing at what appears to have been an uncontrolled airfield. The urgency in the communication reflects the gravity of the situation and the split-second decisions that had to be made while managing the aircraft's performance under duress. The audio captures the methodical yet tense preparation for landing. The crew was seen configuring the plane rapidly, deploying landing gear and flaps while monitoring airspeed, altitude, and approach alignment. Emergency single-engine landings require simultaneous management of multiple variables, including lift, thrust, and aircraft attitude. Every decision, even minor, carries heightened risk, especially under high-stress conditions with limited time to react. Reconstructed flight data provides additional context. After departing runway 10, the aircraft executed a left-hand turn before performing a teardrop pattern to line up for the approach. Weather conditions included a low cloud ceiling, requiring instrument flight rules, IFR, navigation. Flying IFR under emergency conditions intensifies the complexity, demanding absolute reliance on instruments to balance altitude, speed, and aircraft control while approaching the runway. The audio suggests the pilots were operating at a fast pace to stabilize the aircraft, indicating the stress of managing an engine-out scenario. This situation can be described as a no-time emergency. Normally, commercial procedures allow some buffer to manage issues calmly. However, with an engine failure shortly after takeoff, immediate action was necessary. The crew had to configure the aircraft quickly, align with the runway, and manage a safe approach, all under extreme time pressure. This compression of time leaves little room for error, even for seasoned aviators. Flight path analysis indicates that the aircraft climbed initially after takeoff, then descended rapidly to approximately 1,400 feet, a non-standard and hazardous altitude for approach maneuvers. This could suggest distraction or reaction to the engine issue, illustrating the difficulty of managing an aircraft with a single operating engine. Pilots are trained to call out deviations, but emergencies can overwhelm even the most disciplined coordination. Subsequent rapid climbs to nearly 4,000 feet demonstrate the crew's attempts to stabilize the aircraft while balancing speed and altitude within a narrow window. As the aircraft completed its final teardrop turn back toward the runway, airspeed continued to decline, creating conditions that could lead to a stall. In single-engine operation, drag from deployed landing gear and flaps further reduces available lift and control, compounding the challenge. Flight data suggests that approach speed fell behind the optimal power curve, reducing the aircraft's ability to generate sufficient lift for controlled flight. The combination of tight turns, low airspeed, and complex configuration increased the likelihood of contact with approach lighting systems and other obstacles near the runway. Emergency single-engine approaches with full landing configuration are extraordinarily challenging, even for highly experienced pilots. Typically, such approaches are done from a distant final approach to allow gradual descent and precise energy management. Attempting the same maneuver in a rushed, high-stress environment dramatically increases risk, leaving minimal room for error. Throughout the cockpit audio, professional communication is evident. The crew remained focused, coordinating actions, and relaying essential information despite the catastrophic scenario. The rapid sequence of events, combined with environmental factors like low cloud ceilings and reduced visibility, created a near impossible situation. Attempts to correct altitude and airspeed fluctuations demonstrate acute awareness and the effort to stabilize the aircraft. Graphical reconstructions of the flight path show the aircraft performing climbs, descents, and tight turns within a short span. After the initial climb, the plane descended sharply before climbing again, reaching around 4,325 feet, then descending rapidly to 800 feet. These movements highlight the roller coaster nature of the emergency maneuvers and the difficulty of maintaining energy and control under single-engine conditions. The crew's goal was to stabilize the aircraft and execute a safe landing, but the combination of time pressure, mechanical issues, and aerodynamic limitations made recovery exceedingly difficult. This incident underscores key principles of emergency aviation. Maintaining energy, airspeed, and situational awareness is critical, especially in single-engine operations. Any deviation from the optimal flight path or reduction in airspeed can dramatically increase risk. The audio and flight data provide a unique view into how rapidly emergencies can develop and the human factors involved under extreme stress. As the NTSB continues its investigation, these insights from cockpit audio and flight reconstruction will be crucial for understanding the sequence of decisions and mechanical challenges that led to the crash. While it is impossible to fully reconstruct the mental state of the pilots, the combination of audio cues and flight data reveals intense focus, rapid decision-making, and exceptional skill applied under dire circumstances. For fans of Greg Biffle, the cockpit audio is both haunting and illuminating. It offers a glimpse into the technical and human elements of aviation emergencies, reminding us of the vulnerability even for experienced pilots. Biffle's legacy as a racer, adventurer, and family man is now forever linked to this tragic event, leaving a lasting impact on the NASCAR community and aviation observers. Lessons from this tragedy extend beyond aviation. They emphasize the importance of preparedness, clear communication, and composed execution under pressure. Even in the face of catastrophe, the crew exhibited professionalism, reflecting the training and experience of everyone on board. The cockpit audio captures their effort to manage a high-stakes situation with skill and dedication. In conclusion, the newly released cockpit audio from Greg Biffle's plane crash offers a sobering view of the final moments faced by a skilled crew during a mechanical emergency. Analysis of the flight path, altitude, speed, and pilot coordination illustrates the difficulty of managing a single-engine approach under adverse conditions. Low altitude, tight maneuvers, and diminishing airspeed created a scenario from which recovery was tragically impossible. While the NTSB investigation will ultimately clarify the precise sequence of events, this audio allows us to understand the immense challenges encountered by Biffle, Dutton, and his son, as well as the professionalism with which they confronted a life-threatening situation. It serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of aviation, the value of experience, and the human side of critical decision-making. This tragedy will be remembered by fans, family, and colleagues, not only for the lives lost, but also for the courage, skill, and dedication exhibited in the cockpit. The lessons learned may save lives in the future, and Greg Biffle's legacy will endure both on the racetrack and within the aviation community. His story, preserved through flight data and cockpit audio, remains a testament to professionalism under pressure, the limits of human endurance, and the profound impact of loss on a community that admired and respected him.